meeting to order. This is the Palisades Park Board of Education regular business meeting on Wednesday, December 17, 2025. The meeting starts at 6:30 p.m. at the Early Child Center, 270 First Street, Palisades Park, New Jersey. Everyone please stand up for flag salute. Ms. Kajun, could you read the flag salute?
I pledge allegiance to
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Presley, could you please do roll call? Mr. Shaw, present. Mr. Anthony Kelly.
Here.
Mr. Butler Lee. Here. Ms. Soo-Young Park.
Yes.
Ms. Boyoung Yu. Here. Mr. Aaron Pat. Mr. Junior.
Here.
Mr. Sergio Calle. Mr. Ray Park. Mr. Carl Albano.
Here.
Mr. Emilio Diandrea.
Here.
Bush Walker.
Here.
And Tyler John. In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, I hereby state that the notice of this regular meeting has been provided to the public by a written notice dated January 15, 2025. The meeting notice has been emailed to all staff members at the district city school locations, communicated to the record, filed with the Board Clerk of Palisades Park, posted on district website as well. And before we start and go on the closed session for, not closed session, working session to discuss our agenda, we would like to recognize some our students. They are the writing contest winners. Mr. Albano?
Sure. So we are very proud this evening to have 10 of our high school students recognized by the Korean American Association. Each of these students went above and beyond by challenging themselves to participate in a writing competition, which encourages young writers and celebrates their literary talent. This year marks the competition's 25th anniversary, so it's been going on for some time, and it's a regional competition, which means there are students entering their writing from all over the East Coast. And it's a highly prestigious honor, and we're just very proud of our students, and we're delighted to recognize them this evening. We have certificates for the students from the Korean American Association, and also a gift, and just to recognize your efforts. And I think a few of our students have also received a small scholarship for their achievement. So I'm going to ask our board secretary, Ms. Lee, to read off the names. And Ms. Chung, if you would join me, and we can give, when your name is called, please come up. And I'd like you to stay with us, and we'll do a group picture of all the students with myself and the board president, and if the other board members would like to join. And then after that, we know you are our top hardworking students. So although you are welcome to stay for the board meeting, we do have some regular board business. Please don't feel obligated. If you want to go home and focus on your studies with only a few more days of school before the break, I'm sure there's a lot of deadlines. By all means, you're welcome to leave after the recognition. Okay, so. Sweet. Okay.
So the first is Brandon M.
Congrats. Okay. Please stay with us, too. Okay.
And then Ron Huang. And Chae-Yun Lee.
Congratulations. That's your horse. Okay, thank you.
Chon Ha-Seung.
Thank you.
Ryan Chen.
Okay, maybe Very good. That's okay, we'll give it to him tomorrow. Okay, we'll put this on the side.
Jihi Rue.
Okay, for tomorrow as well.
Jonathan Lee.
Good job, Jonathan.
And then we have our third place winner, Libert Cho.
Congratulations.
And our second place winner, Eunhae Yo. Okay, and then last but not least, our first place winner, and I apologize if I mess up the name, Ryo Hwang.
Congratulations. Great honor. Okay. All right, now I have to try to remember how the photographers organize pictures. Can everyone just kind of get closer together and maybe turn to the side? And yeah, even a little closer if you can. If we turn to the side, we can all kind of fit together for a picture.
You're all friends, come on guys.
There you go. Okay. Okay, one more round of applause. Congratulations. Our future authors and writers. Well done, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys can stay or?
Yes.
Or you can
Yeah,
leave.
you're good.
So I know a lot of the parents are here. Again, at this point, we're not offended if you want to get home and have dinner and do your studying and all the things you need to do. But certainly you're welcome to stay if you'd like.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
So now let's start the work session to review and discuss our resolutions. Starting with our board minutes. Do you have any questions, any correction request for the minutes in November 19, 2025? There are regular meeting minutes and there is executive meeting minutes. Any questions? Corrections? Then building and grounds, Chairperson Mr. Arundak, could you read the agendas?
Okay, there are 3 items on the consent agenda for today. The Alice Lodge Food Shop Vision, the Palisades Park BOE practice, and the Learn and Grow Academy holiday concert. Date is to be determined. That'll be it.
It's a date change, so it was approved in the last month's meeting, but they asked to change the date because a lot of their students and staff were sick and couldn't do the concert.
Oh, yeah?
So number
Okay.
3, go ahead.
So what was the date that they approved?
So it's, they're asking for December 22nd. It was originally scheduled for December 11th.
Okay. Okay.
This is just about the date change.
Yeah, just the date change.
Any discussions in building and grounds?
I have one.
Sure.
It has come to my attention that there have been some groups that have been using some school grounds for free, but then they've been taking advantage of it very consistently. So, is that something that we need to amend with our policy, or what does that entail?
Okay. You mean like generally, right?
Yes.
All the vendors? members who are requesting for use of the school land, the facilities.
Yes.
Okay. That the board have been discussed for past couple of years, and now as we discussed last month, then the administrators, Mr. Carbano and our Mr. DeAndreas, and I think we are building up some fee structures as well too. But I discussed with the building and ground committee members recent weeks, and your board members and you also have different opinion, but mostly it's pretty similar. So I think we'll bring that discussion to all full board members. Maybe next 2 months or today is fine too. Whether, as we discussed last month, whether we stay on our policy or amend the policy so let the profit-making organization can also request the use of our school land. But still, there was a question that whether we'll charge them for the rental fees or not. Even these non-profit organizations who we got the request for this month, still the board have discussed that whether we will charge some fees or just rent it out for free. And I see like I appreciate all these kind of community services that they will give some fun and outside activities in community. But still it's a long period of use, like December 2025 through April and January 1st to July 15, although it says as needed, but still it might be beneficial if we think, consider about some fee, and due to our finance constraint every year, and always we have short in the fund to even fix the facilities. So if we charge some fee for any program that also accept the other outside district students in, I don't think that this organization only accept our Palisades Park students, but it's open to all students, right? So if we collect some money, then we can use it for our school district to improve our facilities or other program for our school students. It might be pretty reasonable, and this is open to all board members to discuss too. And board members, please share any thoughts and opinions, because it's been years that we haven't really come up with any conclusions. Any opinions? Then let's still ongoing thinking and then bring it up maybe next month as well. Okay. Any other discussions? Then next, education, Chairperson Mrs. Sugyamba, could you read the agenda?
Education. Consent agenda for item 1. We have 2 field trips to be consented. And first field trip is to Big Snow at American Dream on January 20th next year. And second field trip, Extreme Energy on Promise in February next year. That's all. Okay.
Thank you. Any discussion and questions in education? I guess this is all about the great trips. If not, finance, Chairperson is Ho Young-Yu.
Number 1, staff member visitations workshops, 6 workshops. 2, tuition reimbursement for 5 staff members. 3, approval of the December bill list, totaling $1,745,890.27. 4, approval of payroll, payroll periods. 5, student activities accounts.
Thank you. Any discussions in finance? Questions?
now we have 3 consent agendas. And the first one is the appointment of staff. Appointment of the following personnel for the 25-26 school year. Veronica, Jade, Monet, Madison, and Zuleika. And number 2 is approval of per diem vice principal. Approval of John Sarcone for the position of per diem vice principal, effective December 17th through June 30th. Not to exceed 500 per day, not to exceed 20 days. Total of 10,000 returning the agreement. And number 3 is home instruction teachers. Approve the following home instruction: Jody Burrows. Anticipated start date is December 16th. 10 hours a week and $50 per hour.
Thank you. Any questions and discussion on personnel agendas and resolutions?
I have one. Why are we doing a per diem vice principal for a very small period of time?
Sure, that is an important question. So you may recall, we started the year with no vice principal at Lindbergh for nearly almost 2 months, September and most of October. And then the high school also had no vice principal, September, October, November. A big responsibility of the vice principals is teacher observation and evaluation. So our admin team got a little bit behind, and it is a state requirement. All non-tenured teachers get 3 formal observations, and all tenured teachers get 2, and that's a state requirement, and then an end-of-the-year evaluation. So this gentleman is a highly accomplished retired principal, and he does this. He's done this for other districts. So the idea is that he would come in, and again, I think it's just a limited amount of days, 20 days total, but the principals would schedule observations, and he would help us get caught up, because we did fall behind due to the fact that we had no vice principals for the opening of school. So it's just some assistance. And the only other thing from a financial perspective I would say to the board, remember, without having vice principals until October, November, we were not paying salaries and benefits, and so there is money available to offset the cost of this extra service. But I do think it will help, and this person has tremendous expertise. Hopefully it's also helpful to the teachers who are being observed, just to get another perspective of an expert administrator.
Thank you. Have more discussions? Any questions? If not, there's no other agendas and other committees.
Is there,
I didn't know there was any.
Yeah.
It's
Ryan Kim.
Alright, before we close the
Of course.
work,
Congratulations.
yeah, we can recognize it.
Come on up.
Oh.
You are
Thank you
one
for
of,
making it, although it's
Yeah.
late, so.
because you're late, you have to make a speech. Only joke. Mr. Albano, your superintendent, congratulations. Your peers were here earlier, and we just wanted to say how proud we are.
Thank you.
You've won a writing award, and you didn't have to enter the competition. It was extra work.
Yeah.
But you did, and we respect that you challenged yourself. And this is from the Korean American Association to recognize your accomplishment. Thank you. Our board president, Ms. Jones.
Thank you.
And can we take a quick picture?
Here.
I'll go on this side.
Now you have a separate picture for yourself. Very nice, thank you.
Thanks for coming out. Congrats. No worries.
Yeah.
So we have a motion to close the work session and go on to the regular session.
I second.
All in favor?
I
Objection? Okay. Start with the board present reports. Today is the last Board of Education meeting in 2025. And on behalf of all the board members, I would like to thank you and happy holiday for all your family and yourself and your children. And thank you everyone to attend our meeting tonight too. Why some people are here for other reasons, I know that I believe that most of you, almost everybody here, because you have genuine interest in school and school education and the work of Board of Education in Palisades Park. And so let's see next year, and we look forward to stepping forward together to enhance the better quality of school education in our district too. And I have more lines to talk about, but I don't like to omit any more appreciation wording, so please let me read the letter that I prepared tonight. We have some people that we need to recognize tonight. So we extend our sincere gratitude to all board office administrators and all school staff members. I can list all the position of all the school staff members here, but basically everyone who works for our school district. And you worked very hard to ensure the smooth operation of our school, during what was somewhat challenging throughout 2025. Our fellow board members, you have all worked incredibly hard this year, while you respect and appreciate the effort of previous board members. I believe the contributions of the current board members, you stand out as a remarkable achievement in the history of Palisades Park School Board. Even if others don't recognize our efforts, but we know what we did, and we have served without self-interest, striving only to create a better education environment. Still a long way to go, but I'm proud of all of you, and I thank for your volunteer service and sincere commitment in our roles and responsibility for school district in Palisades Park. And I would like to recognize the departing members who are completing their 3-year terms today. Our board member, Mr. Anthony Kim, retired from his daytime job this summer and will also be ending his school board position this month. Mr. Anthony Kim worked for the past 26 years as a police officer in Fort Lee and has been a dedicated father as well as a member of the Palisades Park Board of Education. We appreciate him for both the good times and challenging times he was here together with us, and for his dedication to the Palisades Park School District, especially serving for the Safety and Security Committee. So we have a small gift for him, for appreciation of your service.
Oh my good Lord.
Before I move on to Ms.
Oh, well,
Rebecca
I just say that, it's been an honor that I was able to serve for this great community, And, I learned a lot. About 3 years term is enough for me, but I also say thank you for the set members of the board. President, Vice President, you guys did a great job, I respect. And you guys could be, one of us, which was, next year, sign up. This is all voluntary work, you know what I'm saying? You guys love this town, sign up, and then, take this spot for me. I'll sit. Thank you.
And our board member, Ms. Rebecca Lee, is finishing her second term this December as well. As a mother of 3 children, she has raised them wonderfully in our district by engaging in lots of community activities. And she has been a Palisades Park Board of Education for 6 years. Even after her leave of the Board of Education, we ask for her continued support to our school district. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication.
You're out.
Thank you. It's been 6 years. Sorry, it's like this community is my heart. We moved here 8 years ago, and my kids call Hell Park hometown. So it's very dear to my heart. Even though I didn't grow up here, I grew up in Dumont. There's been a lot of changes, some positive, some negative, but that's everywhere. So, and thank you so much for all the staff, all the teachers, all the students in this community, like everybody in this community. They all supported me as well as all the board, and thank you so much for that. And I'll always be on the other side now, not on this side, but I'll be as a mom, still looking out for every child that walks on the street, that goes to that school. Everyone knows me, so everyone calls me mom or aunt, so, they call me something. So, and they all come to me and text me for this and that problem. So you'll always hear from me, and I'll always be around. And I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you guys done for me to be here for 6 years. Thank you.
And I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our former member, Mr. William Kim, once more, who unfortunately had to leave his position a few months early before his term ends due to personal reasons. And as board's vice president in 2025 and as chairperson of the negotiation committee and the evaluation advisory committee, he set a remarkable example through his dedicated service. Working together in the board leadership, I was deeply moved by his selfless dedication to the Palisades Park School Board and District. Utilizing his expertise as a finance and business professional, I would not like to exclude him from our sincere gratitude tonight when all of us are here recognizing our board members. And still have a gift that has not been delivered to him, by the way. And there's other things that I want to report is that I and Mr. Carabano and Mrs. Ryungpa, we were able to attend the last night Lindbergh concert. It was great, and thank you again for all the staff members who prepare and work hard to make last night events happen. That all the children, parents are happy. We enjoyed a lot too. And tomorrow 7 p.m. in high school, there's winter concert as well, which I'm planning to attend. So board members, please join us more too. And there's another concert coming this Saturday at the Borough Hall. It's 5:30 p.m. in the Borough Hall, and it was sponsored by our police department and Board of Palisades Park. Okay, mine is done, so I'm getting back to you.
Okay, sure. I only have a few brief comments, but happy holidays to everyone. Our community, our teachers, staff, students, of course, board members, and thank you for all your hard work. And our outgoing board members, a lot of the work you do behind the scenes goes unnoticed. Your board members have a lot of information and preparation to be able to vote here and make decisions. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that they do. It's time away from family and work and friends, and we do appreciate your service. So again, thank you. Yes, the concert at Lindbergh was beautiful. It really kicked off the holiday for me, at least. The children were just fantastic and smiling, and we thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're looking forward to the high school concert. I did some visits today at all three buildings, And a lot of the high school students were like, "Are you coming to the concert tomorrow night?" And I said, "Absolutely." And our presence there really reinforces for them that we care about them and we value their hard work and talent, and the concert is all the work and practice that goes in for 3 or 4 months. This is their way to demonstrate that. So please, if you're able to come out, we welcome you. I promise it'll be a wonderful experience. I just also want to mention again, I was down at the Lindbergh Elementary School. We do have I was very impressed by the pantry and wardrobe pickup. A lot of people may not be aware, but our families donate a tremendous amount of clothing and winter coats and things that families may need after your children outgrow their clothing. To pass it down if it's in good condition is very much appreciated. And there is a drop-off, I think every third Wednesday. Families are able to come in and select clothes, and it's an exchange, and it's a really nice thing to do because economically we are living in challenging times, and expenses are just going up, and I know this is a help to our community, and I applaud all those who organize it and spend the time and also support it. Lastly, I just want to say, behind the scenes, internally, we are starting our budget process. And for me and Mr. DeAndrea, it is a very important process. I'm glad it's our first year working together, but we're very much aligned in our thinking that you need to start early and you need to be very, very thoughtful about projecting. Even though here we are, the holiday season, and we're trying to look out 8-10 months into next year as far as what do we need facilities-wise, curriculum and instruction, professional development. All those things are being discussed, and in fact we were up at the county office on Tuesday afternoon. We had about a 2-hour meeting with the county superintendent and the county business administrator, and I will say they were very supportive of helping us think through this early development process. But right after the New Year's break, we will start to share out with the board members, and then of course share out with the public in the months ahead. So please, many of you are regulars at our board meetings, and we encourage you to be involved in the budget process. And as we progress, don't hesitate to reach out and ask questions to Mr. DeAndrea or me, because it is critical, for the success of next school year that we plan very diligently this school year. So I look forward to that process and working with the board in collaboration, and that's all I have for this evening, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Albano. And next, our council, Mr. Armando, do you have any reports about twins?
Nothing to report.
Thank you. So, okay, let's move on to item K, approval of board minutes. We have a motion to approve 2 meeting minutes, November 19, 2025, regular business meeting minutes, November 19, 2025, executive meeting minutes. Motion, please.
Okay, motion?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll abstain.
I abstain, 'cause I wasn't here.
Okay.
I'll abstain because I wasn't here also.
Okay. Next item is building and grounds. We have 3 consent agenda in building and grounds for approval. May I have a motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Abstention? Motion passed. Next board business is education. We have 1 consent agenda, which is a bird trip. May I have a motion to approve?
I have a motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Finance, we have 5 consent agenda in finance for board approval. May I have a motion to approve 5 consent agenda in finance?
And
Second.
Ms. Park seconds. Ms. Grace Lee, could you do a roll call?
Ms. Sucha?
Yes?
Ms. Rebecca Lee?
Yes.
Mr. Anthony Yu?
Yes.
Mr. Junior?
Yes.
Ms. Boyoung Yu?
Aye.
Mr. Youngper?
yes,
Mr. Aaron Pak?
Yes.
And next, we have 3 consent agenda in personnel. May I have a motion to approve 3 consent agenda in personnel?
Second.
Did you do a roll call?
Ms. Sucha?
Yes?
Ms. Rebecca Lee?
Yes, but can I just ask a quick question?
Sure.
I'm sorry. For the home instruction, is she all subjects?
You know, I'm not familiar with her certification area, but typically what we do is if our in-house people are willing to provide home instruction, they stay within their cert area. So if you're a math teacher, for example, then you would pick up the math piece and English and et cetera, et cetera. So, we've approved many others, but Ms. Burrows, is willing to do it now, and, you know, sometimes the need, this is on an as-need basis.
Okay, alright, thank you.
Mr. Anthony Kim?
Yes.
Mr. Junior?
Yes.
Ms. Boyoung Yu?
Aye.
Mr. Youngper?
yes,
And Mr. Aaron Pak?
Yes.
Next, then, thank you, Mr. Monday. He reminded us that we need to discuss briefly regarding the reorg meeting date. I think all of you received the email from Grace, whether you're available on January 7th for reorg meeting. If anyone who can't make that day, could you let us know, or her? I think you should just receive a few answers, right?
Yeah, I didn't hear back from everybody, but,
Okay. Or can you make it?
I won't know until closer to the time because of work.
Okay. Ms. Park,
yes, I will be.
June,
Yes.
Ms. Nancer, you will be miss you. And Mr. Rebecca Lee as well too. And Aaron, Mr. Aaron Park, can you make it January 7th? It's Wednesday, 6:30.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you. We will reach out to the board members who are not here tonight regarding this state confirmation. So may I have a motion to close our work session and open it to our public?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
So now our meeting is open to the public, and each audience, each person can speak. They can speak 3 minutes. Please state your name and address. Yeah, Mr.
Anthony Rotundo. So I understand that you're hiring a per diem vice principal to do evaluations, but part of sort of in the finance, it seems like he's also going through Legal 1 anti-bullying training. Just not sure what they're doing. I understand the strong room because that's what he's gonna be evaluating on, but why also then the anti-bullying if he's just primarily there for evaluations?
I'm not laughing at your question, it's a great question. They are 2 different people. They are, they happen to be a father and son. And one is not an official junior, so we apologize for the confusion. So we've been trying to, for a few months now, because we've been
Because
behind.
originally when we read it, I thought that, I was like, why is he being changed to per diem if he's already the vice principal? I didn't
Yes.
realize it was the father. and
This
son.
is his father who retired, I think about eight years ago. At one point, he was superintendent of the year in New Jersey. He's a highly regarded principal, so the recommendation came from John Sarcone, our current VP.
Okay.
And when I said to the admin team I was having difficulty finding a retiree to come in and support us, he mentioned his father and with the credentials,
Yeah.
so it's a father and son. They're 2
Okay.
different people.
Makes sense.
Thank you.
Other question I wanted, not question, more of a statement. Thank you for hiring a new first grade teacher tonight. I wasn't sure if she was going to be here tonight. Sometimes they are when you appoint them. You know, AJ's here, if you can meet her ahead of time or not.
Okay, we
Okay.
apologize.
No problem. We didn't
No.
come here specifically to meet her.
Okay.
It's more to see if you were hiring her.
Yes.
And if you have any additional information that you'd like to share about her, there's a couple of parents here tonight that was in Mrs. Emerling's class that you'd like to know.
Yeah, sure. So we are, let me just pull up the information. I believe we are speaking about Miss Caputo, right? Okay, so and just to tell you, you know, we've been working on this, and I applaud our principal and our vice principal, Ms. Sarcone, was involved, not at the early stages, but they didn't want to settle. It's a very, as you know, it's a challenging time to hire teachers, because most teachers, even if they're thinking of a change, typically mid-year they're committed to their district. So we had a few candidates that we thought were ready, and we were planning on bringing them to the board, but we were being highly selective. So this person, we're very excited. Let me just give you a little bit of her background. She has a BA in Family Science and Human Development from Montclair State University. She's certified as a K-6 teacher in the state of New Jersey. She served as a first grade interventionist teacher at College Achieve Patterson Elementary School. I'm not too familiar with it, but they give her high recommendations. And then prior to that, she was an elementary teacher in the New Brunswick School District. So, you know, she has good experience. I think we're fortunate. She went through a process, interviewing, demonstration lessons, reference checks. So right now, Ms. Parados is working on that transition, and we're sorry that, you know, there's a little bit of a gap here, but I think, you know, it's worth the wait to get a quality person on board.
And then I didn't see a start date. Is she starting when the
Jan-
school year
January
starts again
4th.
in January? Oh, okay,
January
so
4th, so
just the first day of school
Just a
back.
few more days.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other speaker in public? If not, may I have a motion to close our public participation session?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So people, you can remain, but the board needs to go on the closed session meeting to discuss the legal matters. It might take not too long, but probably 20 minutes and more. So if we don't see you tonight, we'll be back to the public session. Happy holiday to all, and let's see you again next year. Have a good night.